Carrie Kelly, Cassandra Cain, Betty Kane, Barbara Gordon, Stephanie Brown, Helena Bertinelli. All of these characters have been at least Batgirl. A couple been Batwoman. And you're gonna sit there and make a holistically new character instead of just recasting the character that people may have already connected to? Let's talk about it. So, this is the geek protagonist. Look at that. That's the Ed shirt. Yeah, he's back. Very excited. I bought this when he retired because Edge is one of the best that ever laced him up. But anyway, so the reason why I named off all of those characters was because all those characters at some point in time have been either Batgirl or Batwoman. And I know you're probably like, Helena, but she's Huntress. Well, on Earth 2, she was Batgirl. And I think when she went back to the Earth 2 thing, she became Batwoman, I think. I might have to double check that. Anyway, hey, I know a lot about them, but sometimes even my brain rattles with all the information. Which Huntress was in the show, but now it's a new Earth. You could have Helena and redo her story, but this time around, her take a different route. Instead, they're introducing this character named Ryan Wilder. I think that's the name. Who is carefree, who's a thief, who could do stuff, and she's kind of like, you know, bubbly and things, which is the exact opposite of Kate Kane. But then also too, they then inside the description, besides her on her van with her pet plant overbound by the river, she also then turns around and is disciplined and poised, which first off, the whole description is oxymoronical. You can't have it be where you're like, well, they're fast, but they're the slowest person in the world. That doesn't make sense. You got to pick one or the other. And to me, I'm like, why don't you guys just replace the character? Now, they could be playing with us. They could say that to kind of get buzz around it, and then pick a character and say, well, this is the new Cassandra Cain. But from what I understand, turtles, the casting call said it didn't matter what race, whatever. Which tells me, I have a funny feeling that this person may not be Caucasian. But it's a holistically new character from what I'm reading so far. It's none of those characters before, which you could have used, like maybe Cassandra Cain, and you could have used some Asian representation or something like that, but we'll see how it goes. Now, a lot of people are like, this is a garbage fire, this is bad. I could see where this could be bad, and I'm not saying it's not. But here's the part that it could be good. They could use this new character to try to do some form of a course correction. Also, too, if you get a strong enough writer and not focus on who she's trying to bump uglies with, but actually focus on, you know, talk about it, still have it there, but not make it the main focus. Make the main focus of her discovering and trying to become a superhero. Now, I don't know if they're going to kill off Cassandra Cain's character. To me, I think they should just write her off then and say, she's like, you know what? After seeing Hush, I realized I have to go find Bruce. Some situation like that, and then maybe kill her off later, where they're like, yeah, she went to go try to find Bruce and she ended up dying, saving his life or something like that. But it does kind of kill the connection between the characters. So this is going to be a little odd. I would love for them to actually grab one of the other superheroes like a Stephanie Brown or something and make them actually become Batwoman. Now, because this is an alternate Earth, they can kind of do this and not too much backlash would go. But then also too, what I think they should do is, I think they should definitely turn around and really take fun inside of making something. Don't focus on the sister, focus on her being a superhero. And matter of fact, take the opportunity to make some new ones. You could literally turn this into something of itself. Think about that. And then in the comics, maybe you could make this new girl Batwoman's like partner or something, where she starts to train under her. Now, some people go, well, the mantles always get passed from superheroes. True, they always go back. Dick Grayson went back. Sam Wilson and Bucky, both were Captain America, went back to Steve Rogers. Comic books are not always brave, the mainstream ones are not always brave enough to make a change and make it permanent. It may happen for several years. Wally West was the Flash for, I think, about a little over a decade. Yeah, about almost 2 decades. And then they were like, nope, Barry Allen's Flash again. So no matter how long it gets implemented, it gets pushed back. Something's going on. I don't know if this is the best move. It's going to take a lot of strong writing, and I think they should use this opportunity to fully course correct, because this could be CW literally making, okay, we got to hold on. Okay, as I was saying, basically, you could do it like that. Now, personally, I want Cassandra Cain, but that's because Cassandra Cain, who is now currently the character of Orphan, she defended Gotham by herself at one point when Batman had to go do something. She is capable, she has an amazing backstory, and they can literally play it up, actually. They could play it up like she was from the League of Assassins, maybe Cassandra helped, or, Cat helped her, and now they're getting to this point and then push it forward. Or you could do the simple thing and just recast the character, work your way up from there. But I think they're doing this as an opportunity to have an original show where a character has no back lore, so they can just free write. Now, I'm being cautiously optimistic that they use this opportunity to really write a strong show, like to the level of Black Lightning in situations. And if you are going to touch on those situations of her being, a lesbian or anything like that, that you do it in a way that's not ham-fisted and is natural. I think, especially if they go with someone young, I think this is an opportunity. Now, this is going to suck in some aspects because people are going to be like, well, where is she? And they may have to mourn her death, or however they're going to get rid of the character, whatever. I personally think they should just recast the character. That would be easier. You could continue, but I really do think that maybe they're like, no, this story, people weren't really feeling it. The ratings are low. This is a great way to fix the ratings. And that's what I think. They could really, I'm talking about they need to sink their teeth into it. Let a writer just go with it. And not, like, honestly, I think they should just get Jeff Johns and be like, dude, help us write this. I know people like Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns is an amazing writer that has great stories. And I think that's what they should do. I gotta deal with something, but I'm gonna jump back to you with the car to finish this video. I personally think that they should take one of the previously existing characters, whether it be any of the ones I named before. I think that would be a great approach. A lot of fans would like that. There would be some familiarity to it. And yeah, I think using someone like a Stephanie Brown or Betty Kane even, because she was supposed to be a Robin love interest a while back. And you could be like, well, you got this. This is another family member or something like that. There's a lot of people who have been Batgirl and or Batwoman. I think they should go that route and use one of those characters. But then again, they want a character who is still representing the who are representing the lettered community. So I get that. I get the mindset behind that, and I understand. So, well, storm is starting to kick up. I saw some lights flicker. I'll be back. It's been a crazy day for this one. Hey, basically, I was saying that the CW could use this as a course correction. The show's ratings are not, or did not do that well, and they were consistently going down until you saw Bruce. Now, the thing is, you can make these shows work, but you have to make the character their own. And I do apologize because earlier, I think I kept saying Cassandra Cain because she's like one of my favorite DC characters ever. And she was on my brain to replace Kate Kane. So, I said it a couple of times. So if that was confusing, I apologize. It was supposed to be, I meant Kate Kane for some of those scenes, who's already currently Batwoman. But if they're going to take the route of making a brand new character, which that's what it looks like they're going to do, then what I think they need to do is use the opportunity to really cut loose. Kind of like Legends. I'm not saying she has to be funny or something, but a lot of people ended up really liking Legends of Tomorrow, to the point I've even heard of people who stopped watching most of the CW shows, but they still like watch Legends because Legends is its own thing. The writers get to really play and open up, especially if they get a really good writer like a Jeff Johns or something, and say, yo, let's write this character and let's put them through the paces. Keep them kind of singular, keep the group small, like how they have her and her partner. I think that could really work. And they could tell some really strong stories, take in the comics as they want them, but not be beholden to it. They can take this character any direction they want. So I'm going to try to be positive about this and say there's a lot of opportunity here to fix, reset, basically redesign, reclaim, and rebuild the situation. But on the other side, they could still do the same mistakes, take it just as far, left as they've done, and it could just really just be a mess because now you got a new actor and did it. Because me and my friend were talking about it, and he was saying like how Lethal Weapon, when they got the new guy in there to replace Riggs, he at first was apprehensive, but he actually really liked the character. And he was like, "Dag, I wish it would have been able to go the other season, but David Wayne's had issues, medical issues and stuff, so it didn't." But that was strong writing, so the character fit right in. Sometimes these legal show, like cop shows and stuff, do that, so it can work if you do it right. And I think that's what they need to focus on, trying to make it happen. Um, Now, my thoughts on Ruby Rose, I don't know what this means for her career. It's the first time she had a very leading role. I know she was catching a lot of heat from the door, but I don't think from the things I've seen of Hollywood that that's a good look. That as soon as she got herself into a lead role, she had to bow out because she couldn't handle it from what I'm getting. I'm not saying that's the reason. I'm saying all the information I'm gathering, it was mutual that they left. That's the information I've seen. But it seems as though Ruby didn't like the hours and the time you put in because these CW shows, I don't think people realize they can easily have a 14-hour day. I've watched them talk about it. Like, I remember I think one episode they did something, it was like almost 20 hours. That's a lot of time to not be sleeping stuff. They put a lot of work and dedication into this to give you that superhero you know and feel. So I think this is really honestly a 50-50. They could really take this and take this to the moon, or they could shoot this to the center of the earth. But yeah, that's my thoughts for the most part, in a nutshell about this. I'm gonna try to get some more things done. There's some things I got to work on. I do have some obligations with people and things and talking. I'm actually trying to reset my schedule so this way I have some recording time so I can kind of release them throughout with subjects and things. Of course, if I see something and I want to react, I react. This way I have time to do everything I want to try to accomplish. So it's all about scheduling, people. You got to try to do that to see what you can fit in and what you can do, because there's a lot of things I want to try. There's a lot of things and other responsibilities that are there. So yeah. So if it seems a little sporadic right now, I'm trying to work something out, just in case you're wondering. But anyway, she, left the role. So now we have this character who it was kind of a criminal. They were good at gun, like running stuff, living by the river, had to plant. Um, Supposed to be kind of bubbly and the opposite of Kate Kane, but then yet is poise and discipline. I guess maybe when she fights, I don't know. Uh, I would like to see more. I would like to see them talk about it a little more. And I think for the fan base, they should, because there is a fan base to Batwoman, and they got used to that character, and now they got to get used to this character. So I think if they could kind of approach it the way they did with Stargirl, with that feel, that fresh feel, I think they could do something with that. But yeah, so this is the Geek Protagonist. That's my thoughts on the new Batwoman situation. And you stay safe, you stay healthy, stay real. I'm going to come up with some more things. I will see you soon. Hey, thank you for visiting my channel. This is the Geek Protagonist. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please, it'll really help me out in the channel if you actually share these videos, if you like what I'm doing. Please hit that bell notification. Hit it, click. This way you won't miss any of my videos. Also, there's a thing on there that says personal and all. Hit the all. This way you'll get them every time for the notifications. I'm trying to, grow, trying to do commentary about what's going on. And I want to thank you again. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay real. This is the Geek Protagonist. I'm out, and I'll see you.